This demonstration will be a general overview of the functions and processes of the ProfitNet interface with DealerTrack DMS. Let's take a look. There are four main functions of the current interface: creating a DealerTrack repair order from ProfitNet, updating a customer vehicle information throughout the repair process, importing a parts invoice from DealerTrack into ProfitNet, and sending accounting information to DealerTrack when the repair order is closed. To open a repair order, we must first import an estimate from our estimating package. As you can see here, we've already pre-imported an estimate into the ProfitNet system. Now that we have the estimate in ProfitNet, we will begin to fill out any administrative information the Collision Center requires to open ROs. The actual interface portion will only require an estimator with valid DealerTrack information, vehicle mileage in, and that the vehicle have a valid vehicle identification number. If desired, additional information such as customer contact numbers, customer email, or a repair order tag number may be assigned to the job and will export to the DealerTrack dealer management system. When the administrative information is filled in, as necessary, we must first convert ProfitNet over to a placeholder repair order number. After we have obtained our temporary repair order number, we then open up the Dealership Information Summary window. From this window, we can see the customer and vehicle information and start the repair order creation process. We do that by selecting the Post All Transactions button. This will then search DealerTrack for that customer and vehicle information. If ProfitNet finds something in DealerTrack that may be an appropriate match to the customer that we may have assigned to the job, it will ask if we would like to link the two customers together. We have the option to update the ProfitNet customer information, add the current ProfitNet customer to the dealership, or update the dealership customer. We will select Add ProfitNet Customer to Dealership. From here, ProfitNet will create a new customer in DealerTrack, and then it will search DealerTrack for the vehicle information. The vehicle information was not found, so the vehicle was posted to DealerTrack. At this point, ProfitNet is creating a repair order in DealerTrack, and as you can see, it just completed and obtained the RO number, replacing our placeholder number with the number from DealerTrack. Normally, at this point, we would be done with creating the repair order and we would be able to start to process it through ProfitNet. However, we would like to show the DealerTrack side to show what this process did. In DealerTrack, we would be under the Service Department application, and then we would go under Repair Orders, typing in the service writer password, and then typing in the DealerTrack repair order number. As you can see, ProfitNet has imported the customer information into DealerTrack. Assigned a service writer to the RO, imported in the mileage, and also assigned all of the contact numbers and the ProfitNet email to the DealerTrack repair order. If the customer or vehicle information is updated at any point during the repair order process, either by supplementing the job or editing the customer's information in ProfitNet, that information may be pushed to DealerTrack. To do this, we simply open the repair order, open the Dealership Information Summary window, then check the box next to Update Customer and/or Update Vehicle, then select the Post All Transactions button. This will send the updated customer and/or vehicle information to the DealerTrack system. Parts are processed in ProfitNet by first marking them as ordered, and then when the part arrives, marking them as received. Ordering with the interface is handled completely in ProfitNet and is not directly linked to DealerTrack. However, you can order parts using your preferred parts procurement software. For this example, we will use OE connection. Receiving with the interface begins in DealerTrack. Under the Parts Inventory and Invoicing application, receiving begins under Parts Transactions. Enter the password to open the invoice screen Then we select to do counter sales. Part numbers are added to the DealerTrack invoice. We add in the appropriate sales and costs and stock group. When all parts are added to the DealerTrack invoice as required, the invoice must then be printed and cashiered before it can be linked to ProfitNet. Now that the invoice has been received in DealerTrack and cashiered, we may go into the ProfitNet system to enter that invoice and pull in the DealerTrack information. To receive the invoice in ProfitNet, we begin by selecting the DealerTrack button at the bottom of the Receive Parts window. ProfitNet will then ask us for an invoice number. We enter our invoice number and select OK. This then searches the DealerTrack database for that invoice. Now that ProfitNet has found the invoice from DealerTrack, it brings us to the Parts Linking window. The Parts Linking window has three distinct areas: DealerTrack parts on the invoice that are not linked to ProfitNet parts, ProfitNet parts that are not linked to any parts on the invoice, and parts that are already linked to ProfitNet parts. If we have any DealerTrack parts that are not linked, we may select them on the left-hand side and select the part we want to link to on the right-hand side. We then select the Link Parts button, and that pushes those parts to the third section. Parts are automatically linked based on part number. If the ProfitNet part number and the DealerTrack part number match, they will not need to be linked manually. When all of our linking is completed as desired, we select OK. This brings us to the final portion of importing DealerTrack invoices. As you can see, we have the invoice linked and we have the option to receive or return these parts. If we want to receive them and import the information, we select the Receive boxes, then select Process Parts at the top of the window. This will automatically bring in our invoice number information for creating the invoice in ProfitNet, allow us to edit the invoice date if necessary, and will automatically pull in any tax from DealerTrack, as well as total up the cost of all of our parts. If there are any parts price differences, we will be asked to generate supplements. When we are done receiving all of the invoices as necessary, we would close out the invoice window. At the end of a repair order, it is necessary to make sure all of the appropriate costs and sales have been added to a job. This includes parts ordered and received, any sublet invoices, completed labor, and miscellaneous sales and costs that are part of the repair process. Once all of this information is complete, we start the process by opening the Dealership Summary Information window. We then click the Close Repair Order button, and from here we may mark any closing dates and change them as necessary, as well as mark the repair order as Final Bill. With this process, we may print out a final bill from ProfitNet or unselect that if not desired. After selecting OK, ProfitNet will ask us which account billing sheet we would like to use. This will determine which accounts in DealerTrack will be affected by ProfitNet sales and cost numbers. We will select Customer Pay and then select OK. This brings up the detail of what accounts will be affected in DealerTrack. On our left-hand side, we have the sales accounts. On our right-hand side, we have our inventory and costs accounts. At the bottom, we have our sales tax and AR accounts. As soon as we select OK on the account billing sheet window, the account information will be sent to DealerTrack. The To computer icon indicates that the information is being sent to the DealerTrack system and switches to a red check mark to indicate that we have successfully posted the accounting to DealerTrack. At this point, we are done with the ProfitNet repair order. There should be no more additional functions required on the ProfitNet side of things. However, we would like to show the DealerTrack side of things so we can see how the accounts were posted. To do an inquiry into DealerTrack accounting, we would need to be under the General Ledger application. We would select the Inquiry option. Any of the 4 inquiries should be usable with ProfitNet repair orders. For the document and reference inquiry, the inquiry number will be the RO number with a D at the end for documents and an R at the end for reference. For control inquiries, ProfitNet will use the customer number, and for amount inquiries, you can use amounts as stated on the account billing sheet. In this example, we will use a document inquiry, so we type in our repair order number and then D. That will position us in the inquiry list to where we have affected the DealerTrack accounts for that RO. That concludes our demonstration for the ProfitNet interface with DealerTrack DMS. If there are additional questions, please call Yada Systems during the hours of 7:30 a.m. to 5:45 p.m. Central Time at 800-634-2614.